My name is Paulla Santos. I'm a senior studying history, and I'll be graduating spring of 2016. I work in the University of Oregon Special Collections and University Archives. I'm the University Historian's research assistant, so primarily my job this year is to reach out to student organizations on campus, specifically student groups that serve underrepresented students, so students of color, women, LGBTQIA, and reach out and ask them if they have any archives or documents that they're willing to donate to the university, or if they would like to be part of our larger project called the Documenting UO History Project. It is a project that is meant to help share the stories of student groups that haven't really been heard. And what I do is listen to their stories, and then I compile blogs, and I post them onto our school webpage. So I'm a non-traditional student, and when I came to the university and I was still new at research, I really didn't know where to go. I don't even know how to work the library database or anything like that. So over time, I had to start learning stuff on my own. So I had to learn about how to use the search bar on the University of Oregon Libraries page to find these sources, free sources for my research. And then working in the archives has really just added to that. Yes, I know how to search for documents in an archive, but I understand the tricks, like how to enter certain words and how to not include certain words to make sure that I get a more direct source at what I'm looking for. With my research, I'm interested in marriages between Filipinos and U.S. men, and I love the University of Oregon archives, but they don't necessarily have documents for that, specifically, so I have to use a lot of online archives. But the cool thing about working for the archives is that I've dealt with different types of archives, and that has really enriched my experience as a researcher for my own work. A lot of people ask, well, why does history matter? For me, I think it means a lot. When I first came to the University of Oregon, I had a lot of issues with trying to accept many parts of my identity. I identify as a queer woman of color, and first generation college student, and someone from a low income family. And so there were a lot of things that I had to grapple with. More specifically, it was really difficult for me to identify as a Filipino American. I was really embarrassed by my Filipino side. I didn't want to be othered in society, so I othered my mother, who was born and raised in the Philippines, and I othered that side of my family. And so I asked these critical questions well, why do I feel this way? So one day I had an oral history with my mother. I asked her, how did you and Dad meet? What's the story? And I uncovered that my parents' marriage was arranged. And it was for the purpose of my mother to, marry my father, come to the United States, work, and then send money back to the Philippines. And I think history is just so important because I don't think we think about the past and how it really connects with today and how it affects today. And I think that now that I have that understanding, I have a new appreciation for my culture, and to understand that my mom's history, her own story, is one of hard work and sacrifice. And so now me as a researcher and who wants to, pursue, these relations, further, in the future, I just think history is just so important for me to really understand my own identity and to bring that, acceptance to others like me. And so, that's why I think history is really important.